Move that out of the way. All right, so today we are going over lean for the holidays. Your guide to staying on track and seeing results before Christmas. So we're going to go over some mindset training today. So winning the holiday battle before it begins. Focusing on embracing balance, not perfection. Enjoying the celebrations without the guilt. Life is all about balance, and the holidays are no exception. We're going to set realistic goals that work for you. Focus on progress during the busy weeks. Small wins are going to add up to big results over time. Planning ahead. Visualize your success and prepare strategies for the tempting situations before they arise. And we're going to focus on positive self-talk, focusing on rather than saying I can't, and replace it with I choose not to. Your mindset is going to shape your actions and your results overall. So, mindset first. Holiday success is 80% mindset, 20% strategy. Shifting from that all or nothing mindset to always something. If you can't be perfect, just be consistent. Every bite, drink, or choice is just data, not failure. One day won't make you gain weight, but quitting 3 or 4 weeks might. And so, like right now, we've got 2.5 weeks to stay on track, to focus, to lock in before the holidays. And again, like there might be some dinners coming up, but we're going to set up a strategy plan to tackle those gatherings with success, but also focusing on the time that we're not at those gatherings, not just throwing in the towel and waiting for the new year, right? Remembering your identity. So we've talked a lot about self-identity, choosing who you want to identify as, whether that's someone who's disciplined, I am someone who enjoys the holidays and prioritizes my goals, and don't negotiate with yourself. If you have planned a 20-minute workout or to drink water before your meals, do it. Keep one promise per day. Stop letting yourself down. When we create those small promises and we continuously let ourselves down, it is chipping away at our self-trust, at our self-confidence, at our self-efficacy, and it's going to ripple effect into other areas and vice versa. If we start to stay disciplined with the things that we say we're going to do, that's going to ripple effect into the other areas, whether it's showing up for the workout, being more mindful with our eating, hitting our hydration goals, hitting our steps goals, etc. I know a big topic for a lot of you have was the alcohol. Lucy, can I drink alcohol throughout the holidays? Lucy, what do I drink throughout the holidays? Am I allowed? What do I do? How do I balance this, etc., right? So today we're going to go through a little bit of how to set yourself up for the holidays while still being able to drink in moderation and stay lean. So number one is limit your alcohol intake. Stick to 1 to 2 drinks per occasion to minimize empty calories and maintain control. So find that boundary with yourself and stick to it. Choose lower calorie options. So opting out for maybe a dry wine, light beer, spirits with soda water instead of the sugary cocktails. Avoid the sugar trap. So skip the holiday cocktails mixed with the mixers, the syrups, the cream-based ingredients, and alternate with water. So drinking water between each alcoholic beverage to stay hydrated and naturally reduce your consumption. Why alcohol slows down fat burning. Number one, the body treats alcohol as the priority fuel. So alcohol is seen as a toxin in our body that we want to get rid of quickly. And because it can't be stored, your metabolism shifts to burning the alcohol first, which temporarily is going to pause any fat burning until it's cleared out of your system. Number two, fat oxidation drops while alcohol is being metabolized. So research has showed that when alcohol is in your system, that the body is significantly going to reduce your fat oxidation, your carb breakdown, and overall your metabolic flexibility, which means fewer calories are going to be used coming from your fat during this time. Number three, alcohol increases your appetite and cravings. So it does lower your inhibitions and affects your hunger hormones, which is going to lead to higher calorie intake and more cravings, such as salty, fatty, or sugary foods. And this is going to put you in a caloric surplus if we are not mindful of these decisions, right? It disrupts our quality and quality sleep and recovery. So poor sleep from alcohol can impact our hormones that regulate hunger, such as ghrelin and leptin. Recovery from our workouts are going to decrease, and our energy overall and motivation are going to decrease. And this is all going to have an indirect impact on your fat loss progress. Number 5, liquid calories add up without fullness. So alcohol provides calories, but minimal satiety, making it easy to go in a surplus without even realizing it. Number 6, it reduces muscle protein synthesis. So while alcohol is being processed, the body is less efficient at repairing and rebuilding muscle, which is going to affect your training progress, your metabolism, and your long-term fat burning capacity. The more muscle you maintain, the more calories that you can burn at rest. Number 7, it affects hormones involved in metabolism. So alcohol can impact your cortisol levels, your insulin sensitivity, your testosterone, estrogen balance. And when these are disruptive, your fat loss becomes less efficient. And number 8, it adds extra calories that don't contribute to your overall nutrition goals. So alcohol does contribute calories, but no nutrients, which is going to make it easy for that daily intake to exceed what's needed for fat loss, as well as going to make it more difficult for you to hit your protein and fiber goals and stay within your calorie range. Some food choices, what to reduce/avoid during the holiday season. So, number 1, being heavy sauces or fried foods, skipping the cream-based sauces, fried appetizers, or buttery sides that are going to be packed with hidden calories without the satisfying hunger. Sugary desserts, avoid multiple servings of sweet and sugary loaded desserts. That's going to spike your blood sugar and leave you craving more. Refined carbohydrates, so limit your white bread, pasta, or white rice at meals. They're going to provide you quick energy, but very little nutritional value. And the mindless snacking. I think this one is where we get a lot of those hidden calories from being aware of the grazing while you're at these gatherings, whether it be chips, nuts, cheese, candy bowls throughout the parties. Those bites are going to add up quickly. Mindful eating, how to build your holiday plate. Number 1, we're going to lead with protein. So ideally filling your plate with 1 to 2 palm-sized portions of turkey, roast beef, chicken, etc. Number 2, 2 handfuls of veggies, roasted, steamed, salads. Volume keeps calories lower here. And we're going to be focusing on that fiber intake. Number 3, pick 1 carb that you love, whether it's potatoes, stuffing, pierogies. Choose on purpose, not by accident. And number 4, pick 1 indulgence. Pick a dessert or a treat that you truly enjoy versus eating things just to eat them because Aunt Sally said, "Oh my God, you have to try my butternut tarts because they're so good," and you don't even like butternut tarts, okay? And number 5, maybe bringing some high protein like snacks or meal options if needed. So like you could prepare some turkey meatballs, you can bring a shrimp tray, maybe bringing a Greek yogurt dip and some veggies, maybe some chicken skewers, and just adding to that potluck, like share with others, or maybe you're just bringing it for yourself and staying on track that way. Exercise. Keep moving even when you're busy. I think it gets incredibly difficult for us to start balancing all of these outings and shopping and like things that are just coming up and then neglecting the workouts at hand. So we really want to focus on staying consistent with your weekly workouts. Aim for a minimum of 30-minute workouts 3 to 5 times a week and focus on ways that you can increase your steps throughout the day. Quick workouts for hectic days. If you don't have a lot of time, doing something is always better than doing nothing at all. So whether that's doing like 1 superset from your workout, maybe just doing the warm up, maybe just doing your core finisher, etc. Like picking something that you can do versus doing nothing at all. And you can always go back to your workouts if you have time later in the day or the next day to finish the workout, but at least you're getting something done, right? Number 3, turn the holidays into activities. Use the celebration as exercise opportunities, maybe having a dance party with your nieces and nephews, maybe walking after your meals while bonding with a family member and catching up, or maybe playing some active games with the family. And schedule your workouts like they are an appointment. Block your workout times in your calendar, just like any other important meeting. Consistency comes from the commitment. Step goals, small changes, big impact. Walking is one of the most underrated fitness tools. Increasing your daily steps is going to boost your metabolism, improve your mood, and keep you active without requiring gym time. So setting our daily steps goals between 8,000 to 12,000 steps per day is going to help keep your metabolism active and burn those extra calories naturally. Walk during your shopping. Ooh, we got Zoom user. So walk or even squat in place while you're waiting in line during the holiday shopping trips or while at work to accumulate some steps effortlessly. Always choose the stairs. I literally just had this conversation with someone yesterday on how they live in an apartment complex and always take the elevator. And so it's like maybe they're starting with one set of stairs. They're on like the sixth floor. So it's like maybe starting with one set and then doing the elevator. And then the next day or week, depending on where you're feeling, maybe we're doing two sets of stairs and then taking the elevator. It's gradually just building towards doing the steps versus the elevator or the escalator if we're shopping in a mall. It is free. It is a simple habit and it adds up quickly. And active family time. Turn your family outings into movement opportunities. I do this all the time with my girlfriends. Like when they ask me to hang out, I'm like, okay, what fun activity could we do? Can we go skating? Can we go skiing? Can we go hiking? Snowboarding, maybe some outdoor games. So finding something that you and the family are going to enjoy. I know for the ones in Ontario or Cornwall area. I'm not sure if Countryside Adventures has been open and good for ice quality, but that place is my favorite spot to bring family and friends during the holidays and get out and get some exercise while bonding throughout the holidays. Water intake. This is your secret weapon for staying lean. Hydration equals your success. Water is the simplest yet most powerful tool to help manage your weight loss and energy during the holidays. Daily target. We want to drink at least, bare minimum, your body weight in ounces of water up to your body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, we want a minimum of 75 ounces up to 150 ounces of water. Pre-planned strategy or pre-meal strategy. So start every meal with a full glass of water to help reduce overeating and improve your digestion. Constant reminders. So carry a reusable water bottle everywhere you go to make hydration effortless throughout the day. My water bottle comes with me everywhere. I promise you. When I hit up the hot tub, I get so many funny looks at this big jug of water. And they're like, why do you need so much water? Because I need to drink this. And if I don't have it available, I'm not going to drink it. And the hot tub, perfect opportunity while I'm sweating and getting hot to drink more water. Some healthy swaps. So replacing those sugary holiday drinks with some sparkling water infused with lemon, lime, or cucumber, etc. Your holiday checklist, your result-based action plan. Number one, we are going to plan weekly. So today is Sunday. We are going to plan our meals out for the week and we're going to schedule our workouts for the week. Planning ahead is going to keep you accountable and remove decision fatigue. Eating mindfully, using mindful eating techniques at every meal, slowing down when you're eating, ideally not distracted, like watching something is going to really help with you staying mindful and present with your meals. Truly tasting the foods and stopping when you are satisfied, not stuffed. Eat a protein and fiber rich meal before your gatherings as well. So setting yourself up for success before you head into the gatherings, making sure that you have nourished your body so that you're not ending up there hungry. Just like doing groceries when you're hungry, like it is the worst thing. When I do groceries hungry, I want all of the treats. I'm like going to the baked goods section and looking at all these sweet treats. I'm like, oh, all of this sounds so, so good. And the same thing is going to happen at these gatherings. If you're going in hungry and you see all these sweet treats and all these little snacks, you're going to end up indulging more if you're going in hungry. One thing too, this when you feel satisfied, not stuffed. So that's a big thing that I do as well. Is like I'll create a whole meal based on the macros and fiber that I want to hit, but I also might get full halfway, 3/4 through the meal, and then I just put it aside and save it for later. And maybe I go hit up my workout and then eat the rest after that, and then make another meal for that. But really focusing on not over fueling yourself, but also still focusing on hitting your targets throughout the day. Hydration. making your hydration goal a daily non-negotiable, staying hydrated throughout the events and adding a glass of water between your alcoholic beverages, and setting boundaries. Set a personal limit for alcoholic beverages and treats before you arrive, so you're not going in and feeling like, oh, I've just threw all of my progress down the drain. Going in with a plan so that you can feel in control and not feel like the holidays are controlling you. Your homework for today is you are going to schedule your workouts like they are an important appointment with yourself, because it is. You're going to rearrange your workouts for this upcoming week to the days that you've committed to. So depending on what days I've placed you, if you want to follow that structure, or if that doesn't work for your schedule and you want to move them around, today is that day where you're going to go in, move them around, and set them to the days that you are committed to showing up. Create a balanced meal plan with ChatGPT. So go in there, write in your calories, write in your protein goal, write in your fiber goal, and then add some foods that you enjoy, and maybe add a little sweet treat in there too, so you're having a balanced approach without it feeling super restrictive. Pick up any missing ingredients that you'll need from the grocery store for that meal plan, and review what your boundaries are going to be put in place before the holiday gatherings. So sit down with yourself and go, how many drinks do I want to cap myself at? How many sweet treats do I want to cap myself at? What am I going to do? What are the boundaries I'm setting in place in order to stay on track throughout the holiday gatherings? You've got this, ladies. Staying strong and lean, feeling great, and enjoying the holidays guilt-free. Consistency is going to beat perfection. Remember that showing up consistently, even when not perfect, is going to create long-lasting results. Every small choice matters. Lean is about small, smart choices. This isn't about restriction or deprivation. It's about making those decisions that are aligned with your vision and prioritizing your self-care. And your best holiday gift, the greatest present that you can give to yourself, is a healthier, stronger, more confident version of you by Christmas. Let's make this season the most successful one yet. You have all the tools, all the strategies, and the support you need to thrive. And that concludes today's lesson. Do we have any questions? Anything to share? Here we go. Okay. Hello, Miss Pamela. Welcome.
Good morning to you, Miss Lucy.
How are you?
I am great. I'm sorry I missed the beginning. I was on an other phone call that I couldn't get out of. So
That's quite all right. I will send you the replay right after this call once it's uploaded, and I'll also
okay.
send you the ebook associated to today's training as well. I know you're a little bit late, but number one, I want to hear a win from you so far from this week. And number two, I want to hear a takeaway from today's live.
Okay. Actually, I ran on Friday.
You ran.
I ran from the post office to the hardware store, which is like one block. But
Wow.
I did. I was in a hurry and I couldn't I thought, well, I'll try to jog it. And I actually ran and I thought, I can't believe my legs are doing this.
It's Pamela. That's a huge win.
Yeah, not that I'm going to go out and start marathoning, but I just thought, wow, this is really great, which is fine because I also ordered a pair of snowshoes.
Ooh, that's
So
exciting.
it is. So I thought, wow, and I also have friends who've invited me to go skiing.
Oh my goodness. You're gonna have
Yeah,
an active winter over there, Miss Pamela.
I hope so.
I love
Get
that.
back, get back to the old me.
Exactly. Where are you guys going skiing at Sun Peaks?
Nope, just Harper. I
Where?
haven't skied in like
Oh,
Harper
that's just
Mountain.
outside of Kamloops.
Yeah, it's just a smaller hill, but
Yep.
I haven't skied in like 40 years. So
Wow.
I'm looking, and I lived in Whistler for 8 years, so I miss it.
Oh, you're gonna have to keep us updated on how your ski trip goes. That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it is. It will be. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm
Might
excited
only
for
go
you.
once, but once is better than none. None.
Exactly, exactly. I
Yeah.
know you're late, Miss Pamela, but any takeaways from the live training from today?
Yeah, I'm actually going into Kamloops to Costco today, so I am going to I'm going to do the meal planning thing.
I love that you caught yourself on that one. That
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah, I'm not much for planning anything. So this will be a big challenge, but
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
actually
whoa, whoa,
looking
whoa,
forward to it.
whoa.
Okay.
Identity, self identity.
Yeah, and I haven't finished setting that yet. So,
Well, watch yourself with what we're saying and projecting into the world. If I
okay.
say I'm not good at planning, what evidence is my brain going to look for?
That's right. That I'm
So,
not.
so how could we reshift that statement today?
I am learning how to be a better planner.
Yes, yes, I love it, Miss Pamela. I love it. Amazing, amazing. Miss Chantal, what was your biggest takeaway from today's live?
I think just approaching the holiday events with a plan and keeping the hydration up to drinking more water, um, making mindful choices as opposed to just partaking just to partake.
Yeah,
Um, there's certain foods that I really want to try. So like I like shortbread cookies, but like I feel like every time like at work, we've been getting stuff on our staff room table almost every day since the beginning of December. And so I've said to myself, if a shortbread cookie comes like a homemade, I will try one. But none have come yet. So I'm just like I'm holding out for that
I love that.
because I don't want to not, partake in that because it's something I really like. But all
Totally.
the other stuff I feel like I can leave it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's so I've kind of that's kind of the boundary that I've set for myself with all the sweet treats that have been coming in. So
1,000%. And like that's a huge one that I've started to implement too. A few weeks ago, I went to this cute little cafe and I was just gonna go get a coffee, but their like little desserts looked delicious. And my like two go-tos are either cheesecake or good chocolate mousse cake. Like, those are gonna like if I'm gonna indulge, those are gonna be it. And so this little cafe had these like beautiful chocolate mousse cakes and like absolutely sign me up. Like I'm totally gonna indulge in that. And I took a bite and I was like, that was the most disappointing chocolate mousse cake. Like, it did not have the texture, it didn't have the flavor. It was so off. And I was with a friend, and I was like, yeah, actually, like, I don't like it. I'm not going to eat it. And they're like, what do you mean? You have to eat it. Like, you paid for it. You can't just waste food like that. I'm like, I don't want to spend, I might have spent my money on it, but I don't want to spend my calories on something that I'm not going to enjoy. And I'd rather
right.
save those calories for something that I'm actually going to enjoy. And so they ended up eating it. They're like, you can't waste this. I'm like, you have it.
Yeah.
They're like, this is so gross. I'm like, I know. You don't have to eat it. But definitely like saving, like when you're going to those outings and going, okay, like I know that I love a shortbread cookie, and saving those calories for the treat that you're going to enjoy the most versus just mindlessly snacking on all of the things because they're there, right?
Right. So that's kind of the approach I'm thinking about taking and the alcohol too. Like I don't drink a whole lot, but like adding in water or the seltzer as opposed to the punch or, just to reduce the sugar and make the better choice out of what's available.
Yeah, thousand
So,
percent. And like, it's not that you're not going to indulge, but also be more mindful of it. Like, I know someone was message talking about like eggnog and rum. Like, that's going to be a very highly caloric drink,
mm,
right? But if you're going to indulge in that, then it's like, okay, how can we be more mindful around that? And again, it's up to you, ladies, throughout the holidays. Like, I always leave the holidays up for your like choice, whether you want to be tracking on those days or if you want to let yourself like just have a day off from tracking, or maybe it's tracking ahead of the day and seeing like maybe you're hitting your protein goal or close to before you're going into these gatherings. So finding a way that's going to set you up for success where you're not feeling like it's just a whole like write off, but also start like focusing on how you can set those boundaries and set yourself up for success during those meals, and especially like when you're creating the plates at dinner and focusing on the protein, focusing on the veggies, and making most of your plate fiber and protein versus indulging in like all the stuffing and all the things, right?
yeah.
Any questions for me today, ladies, whether it is getting ready for the holidays, whether it's training, nutrition, mindset orientated, anything that we're curious about going into this week?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay, let's hear
Um,
it.
All right. You mentioned something about eating, make sure you're not watching something. Actually, that's because I live alone. That's basically what I do, but I have my plate full of food and then I take it with me to the table, and then I turn on the TV. So, what's the problem with that?
Like with distract, like what eating and watching TV.
Yeah,
So
I know I can understand if you're eating like junk food or if you've got plates of different things in front of you and it can get kind of mindless. But I thought, well, if I have my plate of food already, what's the problem with that?
I think the biggest thing is going to be presence with the meal. It's a lot easier for you to over consume or not feel like your appetite has been suppressed during that meal if we're distracting ourselves. Another big thing that we tend to do is not chew our food enough. And if we're
Hmm.
not chewing our food enough, like think about a piece of steak should be 40 chews for one piece, which
Oh,
like
wow.
I
Okay.
know. So
Okay.
we chronically underchew our food, and if we're distracted while eating, we tend to chew less and then swallow, and then we're not getting as much breakdown with the food, and we're not triggering our brain and our hormones that we've actually eaten enough. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's also bringing that presence to the meal and just sitting with your food rather just like eating the food because you have to and you need to, like you're hungry, but being present and enjoying your meal, enjoying the food, and like just bringing some awareness to that experience too, right? We live in a world where we're constantly distracting ourselves, constantly having our brains being scattered. And if we can use this one habit throughout the day that we know we're going to eat every single day, and if we can decrease some of that distraction and be more present with our meal, it's going to impact the rest of our days with just being calmer, more present, decreasing anxiety, and just overall connecting with ourselves and being alive, right?
Right.
But I'm not going to hate against being behind, like watching a TV
Yeah.
series while eating because we've all been guilty of it. But it's like, can we choose one meal throughout the day where we're not watching something? We can actually just sit there and be present with it and notice how we feel. Notice, like, also, like the thing that I mentioned with eating until you're full and not stuffed. When we're watching something, it's a lot harder for us to be intuitive with those signs. And so, like I'd mentioned, like I might create a meal for myself that I know is like aligned with my calories, aligned with my macros and my fiber goal. But I might notice that I get full throughout halfway, three quarters of the way. And then I'm just going to place that aside and I'll come back to it later.
Right. Okay.
Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yep, it does. Thank
Amazing.
you.
Of course. Of course. Chantal, any questions before we head off?
Um, just I think this kind of goes more along with what we talked about yesterday, but I wanted to be able to, like, I can't see the workouts for the week. I can only see up to today, then I can't see beyond. So I was just wondering, so I can plan my week, like you said.
Aww.
You know what I mean?
Like
I can only,
it's not letting you see into the following week right now?
no, not yet. It only allows me to the 7th, so today. So in order for me to plan my week or move my workouts,
Yeah.
um,
That's weird because it does show on my end that I have you should be able to see your workouts for
maybe
next
I'm just
week.
looking in the wrong spot.
So if you go under coaching, yeah, you should be able to see it. So if you go into your app under coaching, I'll go through it
Mhm.
with you here.
Yeah, so it shows me only to the 7th. That's as far as I can see.
So under coaching, you're going to select that calendar,
Hmm.
and then where the calendar is, they're going to let you. No, it's not going to let you. But on the actual calendar, swipe like on the calendar to the left. Let it see if it'll let you slide to the left.
Okay, yeah,
Did that work?
yeah, it did. I'm sorry. I
No,
must have
no.
just been tapping on it and not doing it properly. Now I can see it. So I can
Perfect.
rearrange my week
Yay.
accordingly. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad that we could solve that together. Ladies, did we get value from today's call?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Love
for
that.
sure.
I love it. So all that I ask from you ladies today is to go into the community, go post your biggest takeaway from today's live, and go tell and commit to what you're doing this week in order to set yourself up for success. Example, rearranging our workouts on the days that we are committed to. XYZ, anything that we got from this training that we're going to implement this coming week. Make your commitment and let's help keep each other accountable throughout these next couple weeks before the holidays.
Excellent. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Amazing. Thank you,
like
ladies,
it.
also very much for joining today's live training. I will be posting the live replay as soon as it's uploaded. And then I'll also post the ebook so you guys have that available for the resources if you need to go over and see anything or miss if you missed anything, Miss Pamela. So I'll send that
Okay.
over as soon as it is uploaded. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Sundays, and I look forward to connecting with you all so
I
very
have
soon.
I have a quick
Yeah,
question.
of course.
Does milk count as as water?
Does milk count as water?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you.
Good question. Also, quick note on that. If we are drinking milk, if we're adding cream or milk to our coffees, I highly suggest that you look into a high protein milk option. I personally do Joya, so depending on where we're at and what you guys have available, Joya's got 18 grams of protein per 3/4 cups. So it's a really great way to boost your protein in your morning coffees, or if you are someone who likes to have a glass of milk throughout the day, it's just going to help you hit that protein goal a little bit more effectively.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Sunday, ladies, and we will chat very, very soon. Peace.
Okay.
Bye.
You too.